afternoon, Twitch. How are y'all doing today? It is me, Connor, aka Super Mega Man 10 here. It is Thursday the 29th, and today is part 6 of the puzzle journey. That is right. It is still continuing. But I think today may be the day that I might complete this. If I do this right, I can be able to complete this puzzle today. And especially today because I just found out that today is National Puzzle Day, which is a really interesting fact. And kind of a coincidence, too. So let's get started. So I think what I'll do is I will start working on the upside down. So I might have to move a bit of the right side of pieces, and hopefully I can get more of this area done as well. So let's get to work, shall we? Alrighty, let's get these moving. I'm already seeing a lot of upside down pieces, so I think I'll just start grabbing them. So, what is some good news to talk about today? Oh, uh, Apparently there's a doomsday timer thing or whatever, and apparently it's set to 85 seconds till midnight. Yo, what is up, Rem? Uh, Rem's in the chat. But, I saw something about like a doomsday clock, and apparently scientists found out that like there's 85 seconds left till midnight, and I don't understand what that really means. But what really confuses me is why are scientists worrying about a doomsday? That I don't think that's something to worry about. The world is not going to end. Like, how are scientists still worrying about the world ending? I don't think that is not even like a big deal. Like, the world's not going to end. Like, we're still here. Why are scientists worrying about the world ending? It's not going to happen. The world is not going to end. We're still going to be there's still going to be Earth still is going to be here even when we're all gone. So why are scientists worrying about something that doesn't even really matter? And also, like, why are people even worrying about this anyway? We're still alive. We're still here. Like, there's no need to be worrying about the end of the world. Like, I get that it was created like way, way, way before we came around, and like that's what they believed in. But I feel like that should have ended as time went on, because like the people should have realized, oh wait, we're still here. Why do we need like this whole doomsday type thing happening? Like, why do we need a doomsday clock? Like, that's just really stupid to have, and also just a waste of time. Because like the world's not gonna end. Like, it's still gonna be here. Like, it's still gonna be here when all of us are not living anymore. So why are we worrying about something that's clearly never going to happen? Like, seriously, why? That is like one of the dumbest things to be worrying about. And especially for scientists. These were scientists saying this. I feel like we should be worrying about that. We should be worrying about like scientists talking about the doomsday clock, because that's not really something that scientists should be looking at. Because why would they be? They should be looking at like like actual scientific stuff, like with space and wildlife and all that kinds of stuff. Why are they worrying about something that's never going to happen? Like, the world is not going to end. It's crazy to believe that people are still talking about this. Like, maybe it could mean like the end of society, but if it were that, then why not just call it something different that's related to the end of society instead of doomsday? Because, like, I feel like calling it doomsday just makes it feels like it's the end of the world. But, like, can you name it something else that's not like something related to the end of the world, and also just like, and also something that clearly says the end of society? Because that would be a lot more easier to kind of actually figure it out than just saying doomsday. But, like, to kind of go back, why are we worrying about a doomsday? Why are we worrying about the end of the world? I feel like we shouldn't anymore. Like, we're still here. We're still living. The world isn't gone. It's still here. So why are we worrying about something that's never going to happen? Like, it's just kind of crazy to me that people still think that the world is going to end. Like, how is it going to end exactly? Like, also, what proof do you have that it's going to end? Like, I don't really see any proof of how this world could just end. Like, it's still here. It's been here for for longer than humans have existed. It's been here since before the dinosaurs. So I don't understand how it could possibly end. But yeah, that's just kind of something that I wanted to talk about because I saw some things about it, and it's like really confusing to me how people would think like, oh, the world's going to end, and people are still talking about that. But I don't think people should be talking about that because, like, why? That's just sort of a waste of time to be talking about something that's like physically impossible to like happen. So that's just something I wanted to talk about. It actually is going to end. I have proof. You sure about that, Ram? You sure? Because I don't really see it. There's like not any proof of the world ending. Like, if I actually wanted to see proof, I would have to see like somebody actually making a device that could probably blow up the world. That would be proof. Avengers Doomsday comes out this year, which obviously means the world is going to end. That's a whole complete different thing, Rem. That is a whole complete different thing. But the world is not going to end. Like, if somebody were to make a device that would blow up the world, then I would believe it. But why would I believe some calendar or some clock saying, "Oh, there's 85 seconds left till midnight"? Exactly what does that 85 seconds mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So, like, I feel like scientists are just wasting their time talking about something that's clearly never going to happen. So, that's just what I think. No, it does not need to update. My phone, the Twitch app on my phone was saying that I need to update it, which isn't true because it just let me in still. But don't listen to that whole clock thing, in my opinion. The world's not going to end, and it's probably never going to, unless somebody actually makes a device that could blow up the entire world, then yeah, I would believe it. But in reality, it's not going to end. Earth is still going to be here even when all of us are gone. So don't be listening to what that clock says. Don't listen to those scientists. Because, like, clearly they're not looking at the right. They're not looking at the right studies right now. They're looking at something that's completely useless and just something that doesn't need to be said. It never does end. The world was supposed to end 13 years ago because of the Mayan calendar. The world is not ending. That is true. The Mayan calendar did say that, but yet here we are. It's not. We're still here. World chuddy autocorrect. Yeah, I think I could tell that was autocorrect. I sometimes have that issues as well when I'm typing some stuff. But like the world is not going to end. It never will. It's still gonna be here when all of us are eventually gone and not living on this planet anymore. So don't be listening to those scientists because like what they're talking about right now is just complete utter nonsense. And also we should probably stop worrying about doomsday calendars because clearly they're clearly something that people should not be looking at, and they're completely stupid. Like, it's literally something that people should not be having to worry about. Like it shouldn't be something that people should be worrying about. So don't listen to those. Don't listen to the doomsday calendar thing, because the world's not going to end. There is no doomsday, except for Avengers though. There is Avengers Doomsday, but there's no actual Doomsday happening. The world's still gonna be here. There's nothing to worry about. Don't listen to those scientists. They're just saying stuff. They're just kind of saying stuff to get people to look to think about different things. So don't be listening to scientists talking about a doomsday calendar, because clearly it's not something we should be looking at. I there's a lawsuit with Steam apparently. I just heard I saw something about this, but apparently Steam is being sued for like hundreds of millions of dollars for, and I quote, unfair pricing, which isn't true at all. Like if you're someone like me who has Steam, you would know that Steam has probably some of the most fairly priced stuff on their store. Like everything is very, very fairly priced. And there are like lots of great deals, so I don't understand why they are being sued, like going to court for that. Like it's completely stupid. Like these are some really false allegations. Like you can clearly tell these are false allegations towards Steam because Steam does not have unfair prices. Steam is a very, 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 very greatly fair priced place to get all your video games. So, and if somehow Steam loses, then there's something going on for sure. But yeah, apparently Steam is being sued for like $900 million for unfair pricing. And that's completely stupid and also completely false because Steam does not have unfair prices on their store. So if you're seeing stuff about that, apparently it's a thing. Apparently Steam's being sued for something that's clearly false. Like there's like lots of false, there's like a lot of misinformation going all over the place. in the news, and it's just kind of crazy to think that we just live in this world and that's just something that's normal now. But that's just happening. I don't know what to do exactly. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna stop it, because clearly I don't really know much about this stuff. So I'm just gonna let whatever happens on their side, the people that are having to deal with this, and just hope that things go in the right direction. Uh, but yeah, like the news lately, there's just there's just a lot of things happening in the world, especially in America right now, because of a lot of different reasons. But but we'll make it. If we just stick together, we'll make it out alive. Also, the prices are set by the developers, so that isn't even their fault. That's also true. But there's a lot of crazy stuff happening in a lot of places, but mostly in America because of literally how it's being run and all that, and so it's it's just a lot to take in. So, but we're we're getting by. Everybody's getting by somehow, and that's all that really matters, is we're getting by. But yeah, it's just crazy out in the world, especially, and as I said before, especially in the United States. Like there's a lot going on, a lot. There's a lot happening down in Minnesota, I think, or Uh, I think it's Minneapolis. There's a lot of stuff happening down in Minneapolis right now. It's kind of crazy. A lot of protesters, a lot of things happening down there. But yeah, it's crazy. So, well, we're still making it by. We're still here. Everybody's going. Everybody's going through a lot of things. So, but at least have like friends or family around to be there for you through these tough times. Just that's all that really matters. Just be with friends, family in these tough times that we live in. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, it is crazy, and like, and especially with the economy too. Like things are, it's even harder to even just go through life now. Like people can't have a home. Like there are people in their 30s living with their parents because of how bad the economy is and how the housing market is. Like it's crazy out there. But eventually, at some point, it's gonna end. It's gonna end, and we can hopefully get back to the way everything was. But for now, let's just kind of hold our heads high and just keep moving forward for now. That's all we can really do at the moment. But yeah, it's sort of crazy out there in the real world. So keep just keep moving, keep pushing forward. You will make it out. And someday this will all be over soon. So let's just keep hoping that it will end soon. That's that's what I got to say about the whole thing. That's what I really got to say about it. So yeah, there's gonna be more snow coming over in Massachusetts. There could be another possible snow day for my school, so I might be missing some days of school, maybe canceled. But luckily, since I am a senior, I don't have to make up those days, which is really interesting to think that. But there is another snowstorm coming over on the east coast. It's gonna be more snow. So, for those who are living in Massachusetts, please stay warm, be prepared, get cozy, be safe, and all that jazz. Hold on, I might need to pour some out. Just gotta do something like that. Place the box right here. You have to just gotta dump some out so that way I could be able to see what pieces I can have on here, so that way I can connect more. And there's a lot of pieces on here, like there's pieces on top of pieces on this side, there's pieces on top of pieces on this side, pieces like mixing with each other, and I just need to separate them and get them into the right place they need to be, so that way I can be able to complete it. It does look like it goes there, but it does not. Ooh. There we go. Flipping. Okay. I'm also I'm in semester 2 now in school. That means I am halfway through senior year of high school, and I am almost done. I'm almost done with high school. It's kind of crazy to believe that I'm actually at this point now. Like it is crazy to me that I'm actually a senior in high school in my second semester, almost about to graduate. It's just so hard to believe that. Like, it feels like, I, it feels like, um, to me, it feels like middle school was like yesterday. Like, I feel like I was just in I was just in my first day of middle school, starting 6th grade, and now I'm all the way, and now I'm here. Like, it's just kind of just astounds me to believe that I'm at this point in my life where I'm eventually having to stop going to school and start living out in the real world, and having to work and all that. And it's just crazy to me because I've been like a kid for so long. It just feels like it just feels like I've went through life very fast. Like, I'm just surprised that I'm here now. But I'm. It's gonna be a little bit tough for me to get used to this, but I'll make it. I have to get used to it, and eventually I'll make it through life. And I'm glad that I can do it with you guys. But it's just still crazy to me that I'm a senior. Now that there are a lot of people out there that might feel the same way as well, because they were in that same situation too. It's crazy to me that I'm here now. Hold on. Ooh, this is a. But, hey, once I'm finished with high school, I can eventually have some more time to be able to stream. That means I can have more time to do cool stuff and also hang out with you guys. But for right now, I just have to deal with what I got going at the moment, with my whole schedule I got. And eventually, I'll have more time to spend on streaming. But that's just kind of got to slow down a little bit. Just kind of live in the moment right now. And it's going in the moment right now is going good. Just still trying to figure out where pieces go. Come on. Got another piece going. Oh. What's something good to talk about here? Ooh. What's there to talk about? Hold on. I gotta think of something here because I'm just trying to figure that out. Oh. Okay. IShowSpeed tour around Africa ended recently. It ended this week. It ended on the 27th, which was the day that I had my Stranger Things stream. But yeah, it's Speed has ended his tour around Africa. I hope he had a lot of fun. It did look interesting from some clips that I've seen the of the tour, and I hope that Speed had fun as well and also learned a lot and also saw interesting things because it really does look interesting down in Africa. And it was really cool that he got to do something like that. Yeah. It, uh, I think a really cool tour idea that I Show Speed should do is to go on a tour around Australia. That would be interesting to see some places in Australia. I don't know if he did it already, but it would be cool to see him do a live stream in Australia. Because Australia does look like a very interesting place. Come on. I should probably continue working on the upside down because I need to start getting this area all connected together. Probably try looking at some of the trees here, the tree branches and all that stuff. Some of you don't, if some of you that haven't seen my TikTok yet, I posted a jingle couple of days ago, and it got a lot of likes on it, and I think I did a pretty good job with the jingle. It is kind of catchy. It's something that I just kind of created in my head real quick, and somehow it just kind of worked. But it's a good jingle. A lot of people in the comments are saying that it was good, and I'm glad that other people like it too. It would be really cool and also funny if Epic Games actually saw it and actually wanted to do something with it, and I will gladly say yes to it, because that's really cool that Epic actually liked my jingle and would actually like to work with me to like use it. But yeah, like go check out my jingle. It's on my TikTok, at Super Mega Man 10 X or it's just Super Mega Man 10 if you want to go check it out. I post I do post once a day, maybe more, depending on if I got like clips or just felt like I wanted to post another thing. But I always post once a day, just random stuff. But Yeah, you guys should go check it out if you would like to. And I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back. Howdy, guys. I'm back. Alrighty. Now let's continue this. A topic that always kind of comes back to me from time to time is something I also talked about in one of my earlier parts in the journey was how success by working hard or doing nothing can be like good or bad, and that's like a topic that always just comes back into my head all the time because like it's just kind of interesting how sometimes that success can be different for a lot of people, and it could be either achieved by working as hard as you can go or just by doing nothing. And that just really is interesting to me because it's just that's just crazy how sometimes people can just be successful by doing anything, rather it's putting in hard work or putting in nothing. And so it's also intriguing that sometimes either way it can either be good or bad. And it's like for those who got it bad, it just kind of seems so unfair. Like in the sense that like they worked so hard to like achieve something and yet they got nothing in return. Like, it's just crazy to me to think that people out there are putting in so much hard work and yet they don't get anything. And this an example that I gave before was with my podcasts, Memes Throughout the Ages, and also the Talk to It podcast, because that was just really unfair to me, Rem, and BCA during that time when that podcast was around, because it just wasn't fair that we three started a podcast back in 2020 and have changed so much and learned so many things and kept doing it over and over and over and over again. And we're still niche, small. We're niche micro internet celebrities. I think that's how it goes. We're niche micro internet celebrities still. And yet you have Haley Welsh, the Hawktua girl, starting her podcast, and she already got like tons of views within like a week or so. And that just seemed so unfair to us because we worked so hard on Memes Throughout the Ages, and we're still this small podcast. And yet Haley over here, Haley on her end, is already getting tons of views on her podcast, and it's just not fair to us that a girl who was drunk, a girl who said a line and doesn't even remember saying it because she was blackout drunk, started a podcast and it already got tons of views, and yet we're over here still working our butts off, and yet we're still small. Like, it's just so unfair to us. And something that I referenced to this whole situation was an episode of The Simpsons where this character named Rick Grimes, when he was a kid, he was abandoned by his parents, and he worked like for most of his life. Like when he was a child, he was like he was like a delivery person, and then eventually he got his college degree in nuclear. I think it was like something to do with nuclear technician, stuff like that. And yet still he has like a crappy life. Like he lives in an apartment. He doesn't have really good clothes. Like he still, like he's like has all this crappy stuff happen to him, and then he meets Homer, and he's the one that's the most successful by just doing absolutely nothing. Like, he's lazy. He's not putting in any work. He's doing things wrong. And somehow he still gets everything. And Rick Grimes is just so mad about it. And, like, he tries to do, like, he tricks Homer into, like, a kids competition. And Homer wins it, and then Rick Grimes just goes insane, and it killed him. Like, I know, like, the ending part where Rick Grimes dies, like, that's not what I'm trying to reference. I'm referencing most of the episode where it's like me, Rem, and BCA, and our podcast, we're Rick Grimes in this situation, and Haley and her podcast, Talktua, is Homer. Like, that's how I reference that whole situation. Like, it's just so unfair to me, Rem, and BCA that we're still working our butts off with this podcast and still get nothing. Like, we get like little views, and I'm not being hateful about the views. Like, I like that we're still getting like views on our stuff. I'm just mad. I'm just upset that we're still like at the bottom of like, hi Rem. Hi Rem. I'm talking about how our podcast is still like not as popular, while Haley Welsh's podcast was popular and got tons of views within like a week. And my cat Coco is sort of talking to me right now. Coco's, can you stop yelling at me? I'm doing something right now. But yeah, that here we go again. It's because I brought back the topic about like how sometimes success can mean a lot of different things, and some successful people are like that from doing like hard work or doing nothing. So I just kind of brought that up because it was just an interesting topic to talk about. But yeah, it's just really annoying that me, Rem, and BCA had to deal with all of that. With Haley Welsh's podcast becoming an instant sensation, while MTTA is still trying to get that fame, and it's just really annoying. Cocos, come on, keep moving. Come on, girl. Yeah, my cat's up in my beeswax right now. Cocos, would you mind moving? No, don't come onto the table. Don't be doing that. Either be on the floor or be on the bed or leave. Please and thank you. But yeah, that's a topic I was just talking about because like it still intrigues me that some people can become famous by doing a lot of hard work or basically doing nothing, and sometimes it can be good and sometimes it could be bad. And the topic that and in the situation where it's bad is probably the one that we had to deal with, where Rem, with the Talk to a podcast and the Hawk to a girl. So that's just kind of why I was talking about it again. But it's still a really interesting topic to talk about. But yeah, that whole situation back in 2024 was just it was just really crazy, but also really annoying for me, Rem, and BCA at the time, because it would just really sucked. We should get Chelsea Bradford on the podcast. We definitely need to. We definitely need to get her on the podcast for sure, because we really need to talk to her. We seriously need to talk to that girl, because like she could have been the one who could have been called the Hawk Tour girl instead of Haley Welsh. Like I generally feel bad for Chelsea Bradford. We need to talk to her. Yeah. Yes, indeed, we do, Rem. Because, like, it's. Well, if she would look at my DM, then we'd be able to have her on the podcast. That is true. That is true. But sadly, she hasn't looked. She hasn't responded, so. We still need to wait. But yeah, we definitely need to talk to Chelsea Bradford on MTTA, because literally we seriously need to tell her that we are complete. I generally feel sorry for her that she's not the one being called the Hawk Tour girl Like she should have been the one to be called the Hawk to a girl instead of Haley, because like generally that whole meme just felt so unfair. In my opinion, it just felt unfair that this girl saying a joke that's supposed to be inappropriate, like she said something that has like a really inappropriate meaning. She got famous and doesn't even remember saying it. Like I feel like she should have mentioned that she didn't remember it, and like should have not taken the fame, and yet here we are. Like it's just generally stupid that Haley Welch took the fame even though she didn't even remember it at all. Like that Hawk Tuah is just probably one of the dumbest ways of becoming an internet sensation or becoming famous, like at all. Would you not do the same? Unless if I actually remember saying it, then yes, I would do it. If I actually remembered saying something, I probably if it was something appropriate, then yeah, I would probably take that fame. But if it, like, or maybe if it was something a little bit inappropriate, like something that I would understand, then like yeah, I would take the fame. But like if I was blackout drunk, definitely would not want to remember. Probably would not want to take the fame because I clearly do not remember exactly what happened. So why would I be famous for something I don't even remember even doing? Like I want to be famous by doing something that I actually remember doing, and something that would be proud of. Like something that I want to be famous for something that I remember doing, and that a lot of people would like. I want to be remembered by something that I remember doing, not by like. Cocos, can you please? Oh my god, girl! I'm trying to talk here. Can you go hang out with Dadas? Go hang out with Dadas. Go, get out. Come on, get out, please. But if I wanted to become like a famous internet sensation, I want it to be something that I remember doing. Like if it was like a word that I said or something I did, I want to remember that so that way I can go back to why I'm famous. I don't want to be in Haley Welch's position and get famous for something I don't even remember saying at all. That's literally that's how I would see it, Rem. Like I want to do like I would do something that I want to like I want to become famous for something that I remember doing, not by something I don't remember doing. Because if I don't if I don't remember it, then why am I then what's the point? I'm happy that we're niche internet micro celebrities. I am glad that I'm also the same on your end, Rem. I am glad that we are niche internet micro celebrities. But Haley has completely fallen off. We actually have a way bigger fan base than her now. That is true. She has fallen off, and now we probably have more of a bigger fan base than her. I am glad that she has fallen off. She did not deserve that fame. Like if she clearly doesn't remember it, she shouldn't deserve that at all. Like 100% in my opinion, she should have not taken the fame if she couldn't remember actually saying something. Especially something that's inappropriate, too. Like the whole Hawk Tuah thing, like that whole meme, that whole situation that's how I see becoming successful by doing nothing as a bad thing. That's like I see that whole meme, that whole situation. I see that as becoming famous from doing nothing is a bad thing. Like if you like it's better off to become famous by something that you actually remember doing. Because if you remember doing it, then that's when you would actually take the credit for that and would probably take the fame as well. But in this situation, Haley couldn't even remember it at all because she was drunk, and yet she took the fame. Like that's just completely unfair, especially to wait, what was especially to Chelsea Bradford, because she could have been the one that could have said it, and yet she chickened out and let Haley Welsh say it, and yet and also she was also drunk, so yeah, like that whole thing, that is like the reason why I do not like the Hawk Tuah girl at all, is because she got famous by doing nothing. Like she got famous from doing nothing, and that was a bad thing because she couldn't even remember it, and yet she still took the fame for something that she couldn't even remember. Like, why did you? Why? Just specifically, why? Why did you take the fame if you don't remember saying what you said? That's really just really stupid in my opinion. To take the fame, taking the fame for something that you don't even remember saying at all. Like that's not how I would do it. I would want to do something that I would take the fame for something that I remember doing. That's like if I was became famous for something, I remember doing it, then I would actually want to take the fame for that. If I don't remember it at all, then what's the point of me actually having that fame in the first place? So that's just my opinion, and that's my way of saying how Haley Welsh and her fame by doing nothing is a bad thing. But yeah, yeah, becoming famous by doing nothing, like sometimes it can be good, but sometimes it can be bad. And I feel like for me, Rem and BCA, we should have gotten a lot more attention, and we have, and we still do. Like we still get a lot of views on our podcast. Like we're still going, it's still going good. Like like we're not doing bad, but it's just kind of unfair that we're still at that point, and it's just kind of slightly going up. And that kind of seems unfair because we've been doing this for 5 years. Like, we've been doing, like, around that time, we were doing it for 4 years, and we were still in niche internet micro celebrities. And yet, Haley Welsh's podcast got views, like, instantly. Like, I'm not mad about being a niche micro internet celebrity. I'm mad that the needle of fame still hasn't gone up. And I also kind of going off topic, but I will come back to it. I was gonna do a special stream this weekend, but I realized last night that this is the last Saturday of the month. Like, this is the last Saturday of the month, and also on particularly on the last Saturday of the month, me, Rem, and BCA, we do a special, like a special episode for our Patreon, which you can get for only $1 if you want to check us out there. But I remember that we usually do an episode on those on the last Saturday, so I had to move it because we usually do it at 8 like usual. So, and doing a stream while doing that would have been physically impossible. So, I have to reschedule it to maybe Valentine's Day, because I know that day I will be home and I won't have a visit that weekend with my mom, so I'm moving the special stream to Valentine's Day. But yeah, that's if you saw some stuff on Twitter about like me talking about it, that's kind of my reason why. So it's nothing to worry about. It's just I completely forgot that I had to do something with Rem and BCA on that day. And I had to reschedule it so that way I can still be able to do it, but on a day where it's like not the last Saturday of the month and it's not on a visit with my mom. So that's why I switched the date around. So just a bit of a heads up there. But to go back onto the topic, like I feel like MTTA should have gotten a little bit more attention than Haley Welsh's podcasts. Like, that's just kind of my opinion. And I'm not mad about being a niche micro internet celebrity. I'm just annoyed that needle of fame hasn't gone up as much, and Haley Welsh on the other end, hers for her podcast went all the way up. What topic are you going to pick for the interesting special? That is a good question, Rem. I really need to think about that. What is something good that we can talk about on the special? Also, I just emailed Chelsea. Hopefully, she sees the email. Good job, Rem. Good job. Yeah, that's something I do need to think about. Is what we're going to talk about on the interesting special. Ooh. Ooh, I think I have a good topic here. I think for the interesting special, what I want to talk about is this little thing called Steagle. It's something within the Dead by Daylight game and also within the community that a lot of people know about. And I would like to talk about it because there has been a major thing that happened with this technique. I think that's what it is. It's like a technique within the game. Like there's been a big major change with it. So I think we should talk about that in the interesting special. But yeah, the whole thing with our podcast and Haley Welsh's podcast is it's just something I kind of go back onto because of how really annoying it was for us here, for us at Memes Throughout the Ages. Like, it's something that still kind of gets me annoyed a little bit. But it has been a while, so it's nothing to really be annoyed about. So that's a good thing. But the whole thing with Haley Welsh and our podcast was just a really annoying time for MTTA. And I wish that whole situation didn't happen at all. I wish that MTTA could have been way more popular than Haley Welsh's podcast. And I wish that Haley Welsh's podcast just didn't exist at all. And I wish that Haley Welsh didn't become famous for something she couldn't remember. That's all I really got to say about all of that, and being successful in this day and age is kind of tough for a lot of people, especially in Hollywood, because of how difficult it is, because it's either you have to be a meme or AI. Coco's, why are you still bothering me? This my cat. Like, and an example that I did bring up before with like how you have to be a meme to be famous in Hollywood was, and it still had to do something with Haley Welsh. Like, there was this girl who was watching like a movie, which she did go to the filming of it for, and actually like recorded a scene with an actor. And as she watched the scene, she saw that she got replaced by Haley Welsh. Like, that just, like, to me, that I felt really bad for that girl, because like she must have done like a really good job with that scene. Like, she did talk about it, like she was there, like they recorded, like they did recordings and stuff. Like, she must have had a lot of fun, and it probably must have been like a good scene, but it was just so unfair that it was cut out and it got replaced by Haley Welsh. Like, I guess like it really sucked for that lady, because like she must have been like, she probably did like a really good job when she was there like doing the recording. Oh, hi guide, Terraria update today. I'm not really into Terraria. I'm not really like, I don't really know much about that game, so I don't really know what happened, but good for you, I guess. I'm sorry, guide. It's just I never play Terraria. Play it. Uh I don't really know. I'm like, its peak. Okay, I'll maybe give it a try. At some point, I'll maybe give it a try. Trust. Okay, then I'm gonna trust you. Maybe at some point I'll give Terraria a try. Watch Chippy Gaming. Okay. I don't usually watch a lot of like gameplays. I don't really watch a lot of other people play video games. I used to, like when I was little, but I don't really do that anymore. He gives pretty good news on Terraria. Okay. I used to watch like gaming stuff, like people play games, but like I don't do that anymore. Oh my god, Coco's. Oh my girl, I'm trying to do a stream here and also complete a puzzle. Oh my god, girl, my cat. He almost became CEO of Terraria. Coco needs to be slimed. She definitely needs to be slimed. Coco's. I can't pet you right now. I'm in the middle of doing a puzzle. Do you mind? Can you please leave? Like I love you and all, but like you're kind of ruining it. I'm sorry, Cocos. You gotta go. You know what? Hold on. Cocos, are you gonna stay on the bed? Can you stay on the bed for me? Can you can you stay on the bed for me? No, stop. Stop it. Stop. I'm gonna go watch Queso 247. Oh, Cocos, seriously? No what? No, go. Come on, come on, Cocos. Let's go. Come on. Out. Please and thank you. Cocos, please. Please. Can you leave? Okay, I'm gonna let you stay, but I want you to stay right there. You got that? You got that, sweeties? Little girl. I love you, but you're kind of ruining my moment here. I need to start playing again. Might be back. But Terraria, I don't really watch a lot of gameplays anymore. But I'll give it a look see, and I might try Terraria. But when I first kind of saw Terraria, like I didn't really. I thought it was like a really complicated version of Minecraft because it looked like it, but like it's just flat. Mega Man, way, way greater than Queso. Uh, I would say that's somewhat true. I'd say that's somewhat true, Rem. That's somewhat true. I am good at as I am greater as Queso, but Queso is still the greatest streamer that's probably out there. It is a It is a fact. So, but yes, I am as great as Queso, but I'm not that entirely great. I'm not at that point yet, but I'm hoping that I will. But yeah, success is kind of a bit of a difficult thing to achieve nowadays. For certain things, becoming successful, in my opinion, is kind of tough. Depending on what you're trying to be successful, where you want to be successful in, it can be a bit difficult, especially in this day and age that we live in, because sometimes it can be replaced by AI. And also, it's kind of hard to get to like actually be working somewhere that you actually want to be working in. But yeah, like success in certain places, it is kind of difficult to achieve. And also, especially in like Hollywood right now, like I said before, with AI and having to be a meme to be able to become successful. Like it is tough, but know what I say? Don't listen. Don't care about. Don't care about that. Just keep moving. Keep doing what you do, keep doing what you love. Don't let anything stop you. Try and defeat it. Because that's all we got to do to attain success. You just got to try. You got to keep trying again, and eventually you'll be able to claim that success. So just keep so just keep trying. Just keep trying. And eventually you'll make it. That's all that really matters. It's just you keep trying, and don't let anything stop you. Ooh. Okay. Jesus, I placed down a lot of pieces, and none of them are still connecting. You know what? I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna come back to the upside down, but I'm gonna start working on the right side up again. Like, I understand that right now, at the point where I am with the whole with Twitch and everything and my streaming career, it's very very small. Like I'm not a big sensation. Like nobody knows a lot. Nobody knows that I'm really here. Like, I understand that. And but I do know that eventually I'll start to catch on. A lot of other streamers were the same. I'm at the point where other streamers that are famous now used to be where I am right now. Like, they nobody knew them. Like, nobody knew that they existed. Nobody like knew how funny or amazing they were. But eventually, they started to catch on, and they became famous. Would you join FaZe if they asked you? Uh, I probably would say no because I don't really know FaZe that much. Like, I don't really know the group at all. Like, I would probably have to kind of learn who they are, kind of see what they do, what they work with, all that stuff. Like, but if I were to join like some sort of streaming team, I would probably want to do with a good answer. They're chuds. Yeah, like if I wanted to join like a streaming like team, I want to do it with people that I actually have seen many times before, and I actually do quite enjoy watching their content, and also like hanging out with. Like, they seem like people that seem like pretty cool to hang out with, and they don't do anything like bad and all that. So I would probably want to join like some sort of streaming team that's just kind of chill. But if I were to start one, I definitely would want to choose REM and BCA, because they're really the ones that actually they're probably the ones that actually kind of got me to where I am today. If it wasn't for if it wasn't for them asking me to join MTTA, I probably wouldn't be here right now doing this puzzle, talking to nobody, except for Rem though, because he is on here, and I am very thankful that he is. But I really am thankful that Rem and BCA asked me to do memes throughout the ages, because without them, I wouldn't be here right now doing this whole puzzle. So I am very glad that I got to do this. I'm very glad that I got to do memes throughout the ages, and and if I were to have start like a kind of streaming group, I would definitely ask them first. 100% I would ask them first, because they're the ones who got me to where I am today. They are my family. Like, they are 100% my family. And I'm very glad that they asked me to do this. So if I were to make my own type of streaming group, I would definitely ask. I would probably ask them first before I ask anybody else. But yeah, like where I am right now with this whole streaming thing, I know that I'm not as popular. But that's how it starts. That's literally how it starts. Like, I'm not like all like a lot of other streamers were like the same way. Like, a lot of famous streamers, they were the same way until they got to where they are now today. And they probably took their time, did everything they could. Oh my god, my cat won't stay still. Girl, can you make up your damn mind? I'm so sorry, chat. It's not me, it's just my cat. My cat, like, she can't stay still. Girl, can you please stay still? Like, I'm trying to do a stream here. I'm talking about something completely serious right now. Come on. Onto the beanbag. Come on. Girl, pick a spot. Oh my god. Oh my god, girl. Come on. Can go somewhere. That's not on my shit. Come on. Come on. Go. Go, go, go. Please. I don't want you to attack me. Can you just move? Oh my god. Thank you. Completely sorry about that. My cat Coco, she just doesn't know things sometimes, so sorry about that. But a lot of streamers were the same as me. They started out with like nothing at all, like no views, just a few streaming equipments, their Twitch account. That's all they really got. And that's kind of me where I am right now. I have streaming equipment, I have my Twitch account, and I just kind of working with what I got here. But then eventually those streamers eventually became big, and that's how they were able to get to where they are today, because people started to watch them. They were interested in the stuff they did, and eventually they keep doing it over and over and over again, and more people started to watch, and they eventually got to where they are today. Like, you have Joe Bartolosi, you have Queso, you have Jinxie, you have Sketch, Kaisenet, iShowSpeed. What's some other good ones? You have Kingsman. W's to Kingsman for actually getting the good ending to that whole situation. What are some other good streamers I've seen? There. Ooh. There are others like Phantom, Duke Dennis, all those other guys, Lacey, Lacey and those other guys and all that stuff. But they got to where they are. Like, they were streaming. They didn't have like lots of views, but they eventually became popular and got to where they are today. And I'm at that point right now with me doing this puzzle, but I would like to be able to do more. Like, I want to be able to do more. Like, I want to be, like, I do play games. Like, if you've seen all my other reruns, I played Fortnite, Rocket League, Dead by Daylight, and I've also been doing this as well, so you can check out my other reruns and see all that stuff. But I want to be able to do a lot more and also still do those other things. Like, I want to be able to do cooking streams. That is something I want to do, because I do enjoy cooking. I am in a culinary class. I am in culinary at my school. It's really fun. I do enjoy hanging out with the other students there, and I am making something in the class. I will be making something in that class. Like at the moment right now we can't. I can't right now, but eventually I will get to make something. But I want to be able to do cooking. I want to be able to do cooking streams. I want to be able to do game more like a lot of cool gaming stuff. I want to be able to do IRL streams. Like I want to be able to go out go to places around the world and be able to learn interesting stuff, see interesting places, meet interesting people. And most importantly, what I want to do with streaming is I want to be able to interact with other people. Like I really want to interact with other people in many ways, like whether it's like online, like in like video games and stuff like that, or out in the real world. And I want to be able to do stuff with them. Like I want to be able to like maybe do like play games with them or do cool stuff. Like I want to be able to make people like I want to be able to do stuff with people and make them feel like they're not alone in this world. And that's kind of how I started when I was started thinking. That's how I kind of felt when I started thinking about doing all this. Like there were a lot of changes going around. There was a lot of changes happening at my house, like with my new room and all that, and it made me emotionally lonely. Like I felt like I felt lonely. Like I wasn't fully alone. Like I knew that like my family was in like my family is still in the house, but I just didn't feel like I was with anyone. I just felt like all alone. So something that my dad brought up for something for me to do this streaming is I can try and do stuff with other people that might have felt the same way. Exactly why we need to do the new Super Mario Bros. U Let's Play. We can record it for the channel and you can stream it. Yes, definitely. We eventually at some point, me, Rem, and BCA will be playing Super Mario Bros. U, and I will be streaming it. We just need to find a date to do it, and I will let you guys know about it, and I will be able to stream it. I need to figure out how I will be able to do it, but I will stream it. But yeah, something I want to do with uh, streaming is do stuff with other people that may feel like they feel emotionally lonely. Because I was once because I actually do feel the same way they felt because I was in that same situation too. Like I I have been in that same situation too, and I think that I may be able to help cope with that and like play games or do stuff with other people, whether it's online through stream like through Discord or streaming. It's gonna be so peak. Yes, indeed, it will be peak. Uh, Whether it's online through Discord or through Twitch, because I know you can be able to do like collab streams, but I also want to do stuff with other people like directly because I want to be able to have that human interaction, and I like interacting with other people. Like there are a lot of things that I want to be able to do with streaming, and I'm going to work. I'm going to be doing my best to try and reach that fame and be able to achieve that goal. It's going to be a long journey, just like this puzzle. but eventually I'll make it. And I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to have fun with it. And I'm glad that you guys can be able to join along with me through this journey. Whether it's you've been watching me through the reruns, have been commenting on my posts on TikTok, on YouTube, or Twitter, like, I'm glad that there are people out there that kind of seem interested in the stuff that I do. So, and I do really appreciate that. Because I know that that needle is starting to move a bit. And I'm very thankful for that. But the like it's gonna be hard for me to reach the fame that I want to get to, but it's gonna take some time for me to reach that fame. But I'm not gonna let anything stop me. I'm not gonna let anybody let me down. I'm not gonna let anybody tell me different. Like, I am going to keep going, do the best that I can, work as hard to achieve the goal, my goals of doing with my streaming career, and be probably the best streamer out there. And I do want to be able to take all this stuff with me and be able to do more cool stuff like acting, because I do enjoy acting. I have been in several stuff for REM and BCA as well, whether it was for YouTube or for school. Like, I quite enjoy acting. It is fun, and I would like to be able to take this career with me and be able to also have an acting career. But right now, as I said before, I'm just at a very, very low point of fame. But eventually, I will make it. I will get there. And nothing is going to let me down. And I'm glad that you guys are tagging along with me. And if for those who want to be, for others who want to do streaming and want to have your own journey as well, like, it's gonna take some time, but eventually you guys will make it there. Like, I have faith for other people that want to be able to do this as well, that they can make it. And it's going to take time, but they will eventually make it. And I would gladly recommend that you actually take in, like I suggest that, like, you remember, like, try to remember what made you get here. Like, remember all the small little things that got you here. Like, and also remember exactly how you got here, because that's what's going to help you create a story of how you were able to make it to where you were with this career. I know I will. Also just enjoy it. Just enjoy it while just enjoy it. This is really all you got to do. You just got to enjoy it, whether you're just starting and you're just small, or whether you're a big success. Like, just enjoy it. That's all it really is. That's all you really got to do is just enjoy it. Like, you just really got to enjoy it. Enjoy it while you're at the starting point, and also enjoy it while you're at like a big point. Just really, all you got to do is just enjoy it. And if anybody else tells you different, don't be listening to those people. Don't be listening to people that are just gonna bring you down. Just keep going. Don't be listening to doubters. Don't be listening to all that doubt. That's what I gotta say. Don't be listening to all that doubt. Just keep going, and eventually you're gonna make it there. But yeah, there are a lot of different things that I want to be able to do with this whole career, with my whole career in um, streaming. Like I want to be able to work with a lot of different people, meet a lot of different people, be able to go to different places and see and learn a lot of new things, because the world is a very interesting place. Because once you actually like go out and see it, like you will be surprised, because it's just amazing that we live in a world where like we're not this, like we live in this big planet and we don't even know about everything. Like we don't know a lot about like how other people live. And I feel like doing streaming can show me a lot of different things that I might not even know about that's outside of America. Like there were many things I didn't even, there were like a lot of things I didn't even know that was happening outside of the US, and I would gladly want to do stuff, like do streams outside of the United States, because going out into like other places, seeing other places around the world is just really interesting, because you get to see and learn something that you have never seen before in a place that you've never been to. Like it is interesting to like see how other people just go through life. Like those like doing that kind of stuff, like that is something I want to do, because like I want to be able to witness these kinds of things, see the world outside of America. And that's what I'm really hoping I can do with this streaming career, is be able to become popular and be able to do all these really cool things and meet a lot of interesting people and learn a lot of interesting things and see what life is just like outside of America. Because there are so many interesting things out there. Like there are so many different cultures, a lot of different types of music, a lot of types of different like activities, like all kinds of things out there. And I'm really interested in seeing what life is like outside of America. And I'm glad that we live in this world that has so many different things to witness. Like, there are so many interesting things that I want to be able to see, do, and I'm really hoping that streaming can lead me to that. Lead me to go to interesting places. And it's like see things that I've never seen before here in the US. So hopefully, if I keep doing this and get better at it, and not let anything bring me down, I will make it. is so many things. Like, there's so many things that I want to do, and I'm hoping that I can be able to make it and be able to share these experience with you through streaming, through content creating, like, and also I do want to make videos as well about my experiences as well. Like, I need to update, like, I need to get better at editing videos and stuff like that, and I do know that REM and BCA can help me with that, and I did ask, and they gladly have agreed to, and that's really exciting that I get to learn something while also hanging out with my family, and hoping that I can make really good really make good content for the people, for the world to see. Like, I have lots of high hopes, and I'm not gonna let anything bring me down. I'm gonna stay strong, keep my head up, and just keep doing what I do best. Just be me. Super Mega Man 10. Yeah. The interest, like, I still remember calling myself that name. For the like the first time I called myself Super Mega Man was back. It was back in 2018. I was playing Just Dance 2017 on my Nintendo Switch, and I wanted to change my username from 8 Connor, I think it was 8 Connor or 9 or 8 Connor 10. So I wanted to do like something like some interesting name. And I saw that I saw that on the name tag you can have it up to 16 letters, so I was like, "Oh, why not I just make up a name that's exactly 16 letters long?" And so I did. I named myself Super Mega Man, but at the end of it, it was just a bunch of little symbols, like I think it was a closed bracket, a uh, like it was like it's like a closed bracket, uh, what's it called? Like, Jesus, like, I used a bunch of different like little symbols, like literacy symbols, and I just made like what I call a robot face. If I were to show it to you guys, you can see what I'm talking about. But I used a different types of like literary symbols, and I made a robot face. That's what I called it, and I still do call it a robot face because to me it did look like it. And then eventually, when I started playing Fortnite, I couldn't use that uh those literary symbols, and also I my name back then used to be in all uppercase letters. Like, my entire name was all Super Mega Man 10. I mean, Super Mega Man in all capital letters, so I had to change it. So it was eventually changed to only the S, and the S and the double M's. So it would be Super Mega Man. And then we were trying to figure out how we were going to end it. And at the time, I was about to turn 10. So we used 10, and that's how I was able to get the name Super Mega Man 10. Like, literally, that is how I created my username, or the name for myself. and I've been using that ever since because it just fit so well with me. Like it was just a name, the name I created just fitted so well to me that I just kept using it. Like whenever I made whenever I made like a new account for like maybe like a social platform, I would always use Super Mega Man 10 because that was the name that I gave myself to. So I just kept using it, and that's how I kept my name. I just kept using that, and then when we started doing memes throughout the ages, I still used it. And that's how I was able to get my placeholder name on the podcast. I just used the one I already had, which was Super Mega Man 10. And now that I'm doing Twitch, I still kept it. I'm still Super Mega Man 10 because that's a name that I remember. It's a name that I created for myself, and that's the name I want other people to know me as. Like, I can still go by Connor, because that is in fact my real name, but I would also like to be known as Super Mega Man 10, because that was the name I gave to myself, and that's how I want other people to call me as well. Because I do enjoy the name. It does have a really good ring to it. And if you don't want to be using the long term, you can call me Mega Man for short, and that's what we have been using in MTTA. BCA and REM call me Mega Man for short because it's just a quicker way of saying my long username. And I know that there's already a character named Mega Man, but I am not that Mega Man. That is definitely for sure. That is for sure. I am not that Mega Man. I am a different Mega Man. I'm Super Mega Man 10. And if you did see like some of the merch that Rem has done over the years, he has used he has drawn me as Mega Man. And I think that's just funny. It's funny to me that he used Mega Man as a way to animate me for the merch, and I still do find it funny. But yes, that's how I was able to create my name. That's how I got the title Super Mega Man 10. And I have mentioned this before on the podcast, so if you want to listen to that same story, like if you want to hear the story again but said differently, you can go ahead and do that. But if you want to hear it directly from me, that's why the reruns exist. Yes, I do, and yes, I have said it before. I do post the reruns of all these streams, so that way, if you guys missed anything, you can come to my YouTube channel and just rewatch what you missed. But yes, that is the real story about how I got my name. It is quite a it is an interesting story, because like I never thought that the name that I created for myself in Just Dance / Fortnite would still be used today, and that's how I kind of recognize myself as being this name. Okay, that does not go there. That is for sure. A tiny update on the puzzle. It is the upper area, or the right setup. It is going. More pieces are coming together. I'm probably definitely going to do a puzzle stream tomorrow. So puzzles Puzzle Journey Part 7 definitely tomorrow for Friday's stream. And I do quite enjoy doing this the puzzle journey. It is it is really fun that I just get to talk to this to the microphone and to you guys about just anything random. I do quite enjoy it. Uh, to go a little bit off topic, regular show comes out tomorrow. We are getting Mordecai as a skin, and we're getting Rigby as a sidekick. And not only we're getting those two, we are also getting Skips as a skin. So if you guys were a big fan of the regular show, you and also like to play Fortnite, you can be able to get the skins tomorrow at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Because right now that's usually the time that the item shop resets. Eventually, it will become go back to the original 8 o'clock schedule, but for right now, it's just 7 o'clock. But if you guys do enjoy the regular show, you can go check it out. You can go purchase it, and yeah, I might get some of this. I might get some of the stuff. I might get some of the cosmetic items because I do like the show. I used to watch it when I was younger. But yes, that is more. The regular show is coming to Fortnite tomorrow at 7 p.m. on the dot. So if you got V-Bucks, get ready. If you don't have any but do have a lot of money, your wallet's going night night. But yeah, if you guys want to get the regular show in Fortnite, you can do that. It is coming out tomorrow. I'll kind of go back to what I was talking about. Yeah, the name Super Mega Man 10 has a really special place in my heart because that's just really something that just came to my head one night, and I've been using it ever since. It is I do really enjoy the name a lot. It is just something I really do enjoy saying, and I really do enjoy the name. So, and I've always been wanting to have. I always liked having a name for myself. I know that a lot of, because a lot of big names out there. Because I know that there's a lot of big internet people out. Like there's a lot of internet streamers out there that have like sort of the names that I kind of have. So like for a lot of people in my generation, we all wanted to have like those really cool like internet names that we seen like from like big YouTubers like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, what are some other good ones? Stampy, I know there's that. Just kind of going off the names that I have in my head. A Squid. There's also Squid 2. But I like a lot of people in our generation, Gen Z, all liked those types of names, including myself. So we all liked giving ourselves names like that. Like for me, when I was really really young, I used to be 8 Connor something. Usually it was like usually maybe like '07, '08, '09, or 10. It's just kind of based on like how old I was. And the 8 was supposed to represent my birth month, which is August. And like it was like a decent name, but it's like it's kind of it was later on in life it just kind of got a bit boring to me. So that one night on Just Dance, I feel like that was the start of something. And it was the start of Super Mega Man 10. Like, and I do quite enjoy it because now like something that I always wanted, like the idea of having like a really cool internet name, it finally came true. Because as I said, a lot of people in my generation, like a lot of kids back then in my generation wanted those type like wanted to have names of like kind of have names like of popular YouTubers back in the day, and that was kind of like a big thing that I wanted to have, and now I actually got it. And I am deeply glad that I have this name, and I will deeply hold it within my heart because it just it just fits so well. It fits so well with me. It really does, and I'm glad that I gave myself that name. I know it is a little bit tough to say sometimes and a little bit annoying because it's very long, but I do accept Mega Man as a as a response to my name. I know I'm not the Mega Man, but I am. I'm not the Mega Man from. I'm not the Mega Man that you know. I'm not the one with the arm cannon. I'm not the futuristic robot from Capcom. I am just a. I'm just a boy from Massachusetts. That's that's really it. That's really like really all about me. I'm just a boy from Massachusetts who is on the autism spectrum. That's also something I want to do with streaming is I want to represent the autism community and and that group because I feel like that's a group that doesn't really get really much attention, and I feel like it should because I remember back in March of last year, I remember hearing the news about what our Secretary of Health was saying about people who are on the people who have autism or are on the spectrum, and it just kind of did upset me because like what he's saying isn't true. We're not monsters, and autism isn't a virus. It's just something that just kind of it's a neurodevelopmental disability that some people do get, and I was one of those people who did get it, and I would like to, and I may not be as I may not be that like I am observant, but I may not be observant for a lot of other things. Like some things might go like some things may go over my head. Like I may not understand a lot of things. I may not know much or understand certain certain things. May not know like I may not know like what's going on in a like I may not know how to read the room. I may not know how to do certain things. I may do certain I do things differently than most other people will, and I would really like people to respect that, and I would really like to represent my my mental disability, and I would also like to represent others are also who also have this disability, because those those people do matter, and there are a lot of famous people out there who actually did have autism, like Dan Aykroyd, the comedian and actor, Tim Burton, uh, I think Bill Gates is on the autism spectrum, and also the original creator of the computer, Alan Turing. He was also on the autism spectrum. Like there are important people in history, and there are a lot of famous people who are in fact who do in fact have autism and do get a lot of respect. And I wish that other people who are also on the spectrum or have autism could get more of that respect as well. And I think that that news report that I saw back in March of last year, I think that was really upsetting for a lot of people in the community. And I feel like I want to be one of those people that represents the autism community, because those those people do matter, because not because even though they may look different, they may not be as smart or may think differently like most people, but they can do really extraordinary things. And I would like to be one of those people that can be able to show that, as someone who is on the spectrum, can be able to do amazing things as well. Because I because I do in fact like being different, because being different makes me who I am. And I don't want to be, and I know that there's a lot of people out there that might want that actually do feel this that do feel the same way. They like they like being who they are. And I feel like what the Secretary of Health said about us is just really mean, and also like there's a lot that I want to be able to represent myself for the autism community. People like I want to be able to represent my I want to be able to represent the autism community, because I am somebody who is on the spectrum, because I am on the spectrum myself, and I respect a lot of different people who are, and I also do respect a lot of different people who are on the spectrum or have autism themselves, because they're just they're just like that. They're just who they are. There's no way of changing it. that's just who they are, and I feel like people should respect that. But yeah, that's one of the other reasons why I wanted to do this, is to kind of represent people like myself who are on the spectrum, because we do matter, and we do, and there are a lot of people out there are people out there who have autism that have done like extraordinary things, and I feel like those people should be given the kindness and respect they deserve. But yeah, that's that's really That's all I have to say about that. But I'm glad that I'm hoping that I can be able to represent myself and others who are on the spectrum themselves or have autism too. I would like to represent them and myself, because we do um, do matter, even though we may not be even though we are different and we don't think the same way, we still are people, and we still do matter, no matter how differently we think. Okay, the puzzle is still going really, really well. Still working on the upper part here, but it is starting to become more like you can see more of a picture. It's starting to come out a lot better. And I will continue this on Fridays, same time at 3:15. And hopefully we'll get to talk about more stuff that I want to talk about. And yeah, that is what I got planned for Friday stream. And also, and if you guys are wondering if I touch the puzzle when I'm not streaming, I don't. I've been saving this puzzle I've been saving this puzzle only for the streams. I don't change anything outside of the streams. I don't touch anything. I don't put pieces together. I still keep it the way as it was when I left it. And I only put it together when I'm only streaming. In case if you guys if for anybody who was wondering if I touch it while off stream, I do not touch the puzzle until I am streaming on Twitch. Because if I finish outside of Twitch, then this journey would be a little bit more quicker, and then I would have to try and find something else. I've been saving it so that way I can keep this little thing I've been doing going, and just keep continuing it. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, this has been another stream by me, Connor. I'm just saying this. I know I still got some time left, but this is just me kind of finishing it off a little bit. But this has been another puzzle stream, and I did quite enjoy talking about the topics that we talked today. Did talking about the whole doomsday thing, whole doomsday countdown thing, which is really stupid. And I think we should stop doing that because there's no point in it anymore, and it's just a waste of time. I talked about the whole thing with Steam, like the whole lawsuit that's really stupid, and I don't think it should be happening at all because it doesn't really make sense. I did talk about a topic that I did talk about before, which was the whole thing with Haley Welsh, and and with how success for hard work by doing a lot of hard work or by doing nothing can be either good or bad, and talking about the whole thing with MTTA and Haley Welsh and all that, and just talking about me and hoping to become popular and why I'm doing this. And also talking about how I was able to create my name and why I want, and also some of the things I want to do with it, like representing the autism community and all that. But yeah, that's what I really got to say. And the puzzle is going the puzzle is doing really, really well. There are more pieces coming together. If you guys can see over here, there's a lot of pieces coming together nicely, sticking to where they need to be. I think there are some pieces over here that but I have been enjoying this journey a lot. I have been having a lot of fun with it, getting to talk to the camera, just talking about things that I want to talk about. And for those who are watching the rerun of this, I thank you guys for tuning in, seeing what you guys might have missed or might have not seen yet. Jesus. Almost broke it apart. And also, if you did enjoy my cat being in here and kind of being a bit of a chatterbox, yeah, my cat Coco does like to be a bit talkative and try and get into things. That's my cat Coco. She's just like that. It was a bit annoying, but hey, what can I do about it? She's just a cat. I'm really getting close to getting more pieces up in this little corner. That's a good sign. That is a good sign. For those who are kind of starting out, if you guys want to do something kind of simple, just kind of just do a puzzle. Kind of do what I do. Just kind of do a little puzzle. Oh, wait a minute. Does this actually go here? Oh, wait a minute. Does it? Oh my god, it does. Let's go. This whole time I thought it didn't, but now I know it does. Yes. That is major, major progress. Major. Also, as a little bit of a reminder, I think I did mention this at the beginning of the stream. Today is National Puzzle Day, so it's kind of a coincidence that I'm doing this today. Yeah. Come on. And I would like to thank Rem for popping in, watching me, comment, talking to chat. I would also like to thank the guide as well for showing up for a little bit. It's really nice to see. It was nice to see the guide come in and talk to me for a little bit. I will maybe. I will try Terraria. I don't know when I will, but I will try it out. And maybe I'll watch that YouTuber that you mentioned, but I don't really know. I don't usually watch people play, like, I don't really watch gameplay videos a lot anymore. Sometimes I will, but sometimes I won't. But I'll give it a try. I will give Terraria a try. I just need to first get it, see where I can play it on. I think I can play it on GeForce, but I need to get it first, so that way I'm able to play. But I will. That is a promise that I will try and play it at some point. Okay. Okay. Streaming is a lot of fun. If you guys want to do it, you can do it. You can do whatever, like, you can stream whatever you want. If you want to stream yourself, like, building something, like in real life or in a game, go ahead, go do that. People might see it, they will be interested, and they'll watch you. And if you want to do your own thing, then you can do your own thing. And if somebody comes along, then somebody comes along. But still try to catch people's eyes, because that's really what you want to do. If you want to become like a big streamer, you really need to try and catch people's eyes. So try doing something that somebody's not seen before. Like, I'm probably thinking nobody's seen somebody like, I don't know if somebody has, but I don't think like somebody has seen a person do a puzzle, like stream themselves doing a puzzle while talking to other people. I think somebody has, but I don't really know. I am glad that I'm getting closer to completing this. Well, completing the top half. I still need to work on the bottom. Gotta figure all that stuff out. Because there were a lot of pieces there. Should have probably waited to place down more. Is it? Kind of does, but I can't really tell. Let me try disconnecting this piece. Oh, wait, it does. No. Let me try doing it upside down. Oh, okay. I'll keep that there, but I don't think it goes there. I still got a little bit of time left before I have to go. But I would like to thank Rem for being in chat. Oh, who's this? Silent Mora. Hello there, Silent Mora. I am doing good. How are you doing? But I'd like to thank Rem for being in chat and talking to me for a little bit. I'd like to thank the guide for joining in. You doing great, Silent? That's good to hear. Still working on this puzzle I've been working for a while. I will be ending soon, but I do deeply appreciate you joining in for the last few minutes. Nice. That is good to hear, Silent. Just trying to work on this puzzle for the last few minutes. No worries, thanks. Peace emoji. That's good. Just kind of working on this puzzle for the last few minutes I got on stream. Just dropped you a follow. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much, Silent Amora. That is really nice of you. I really appreciate that, Samora. That's really nice. Been working on this puzzle for 6 streams now. If you want to go watch the reruns of these, you can go up to my YouTube channel. I always do drop the reruns of all of these, and I will be dropping this one as well later tonight. And how much time do I have left? I only have 7 minutes. That's still some time left to try and complete a bit more of this. Yes, indeed. I do drop all of my streams if they are good. I do drop all the reruns of the streams, so I'll not be able to solve it. I will be continuing this puzzle. I am doing a stream tomorrow at 3:15. Tomorrow's stream will be part 7 of this puzzle journey I've been doing for quite some time. If you want to watch the reruns of me doing this, you can go up to my YouTube. All the other 5 parts will be up there. I will be posting this rerun. Okay, hope you'll solve it. Thank you. I really appreciate the hope. But I eventually will get this puzzle done. Like, I only got like 1/2 of it done so far. I only got 1/2 of it done so far, but I will eventually start working more down at the bottom area. But, yep, it's almost complete. I will eventually get to being done with this puzzle. I also draw some cool stuff. Oh, that's nice. That's really cool. Also, if you're interested, I also have clips up on my TikTok. I do have a TikTok if you want to go check that out as well. Oh yes, definitely. I would like to see them. Uh, I also do have a Twitter. I do have Twitter as well. If you want to send me those pictures too, you can send me those pictures onto Twitter. It's it's really cool that you showed up, Silent Amora. It's really nice to talk to another person. I really appreciate it. Can we connect on Discord? Yes, indeed we can. Hold on. I actually do have a Discord. Let me just pull it up real quick. Uh, my Discord is Silent Amora. Oh, hold on. I think I can add you. Just give me 1 second. No. Invite a friend? No. Add friend. Okay, thanks. Add username. Silent. Mora 00. Send friend request. Okay, the friend request has been set. Sent. I do really appreciate that you came along here, Sayonamora. It is good to be talking to another person. And if you want to check out my other social platforms, I got YouTube, I got Twitter. You're welcome. I'm on YouTube and I'm on Twitter. If you want to check me out on those platforms, you can. All my good streams are posted onto YouTube and all that. I appreciate you too for connecting. You are also welcome. But if you want to check me out on all my other platforms, I got YouTube, I got TikTok, I got Twitter. I post a lot of stuff on TikTok. I do post announcements on my YouTube and my Twitter, and I also post all of the reruns of my other streams on to YouTube. So if you want to check out all my other stuff, you can. That is greatly appreciated. And I only have 2 minutes left. Let me just see if I can figure out if this goes anywhere else. Oh, you just got 2 minutes left? Yeah. But I will be back tomorrow. That is something that will be I will be back tomorrow at 3:15. I will be continuing this puzzle, and I will come back and you can talk to me if you would like to, and I will be probably talking about more stuff. Well, no worries, I will see you on Discord too. That's also a thing as well. And this is kind of the end of the stream. So I will be back tomorrow at 3:15 to continue this puzzle, to continue chatting and all that stuff. You do too, Silent Amora. And for those who are watching the stream, the rerun of this, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks to Rem, TGM, and the guide for dropping by and chatting with me for a little bit. And I have been Super Mega Man 10, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.